Y'all, this might be as good as it gets today. It's 8:20 Wednesday. I have to be at work at 11:45. So yeah, I am. Can you imagine? So Claire's peeing in the living room, which I can't describe to you how upsetting it is. And other than locking her in my room, because there's a bathroom in there, and feeding her there, I don't know what to do. But I had ordered the Nature's Miracle and a black light. I feel like I have a black light around here, but I don't seem to be able to locate it. So ordered a bunch of that. It got lost. It was supposed to have been here last. It's just, so I canceled it and I reordered one and one light. Maybe that will be enough. I am, like I said, Zachary gave me a card for Petco, I think. And I'm gonna run in there and see if they have Nature's Miracle. I'm sure they do. I'm sure it's more expensive, but I'll have $20 off. Because I gotta get busy. And I don't really need a black light to know some of the places. But I just could not face the garage this morning. So I did go outside and toss some stuff and pack some stuff up, right? And I do think mice might have been around. So I'm gonna put out poison. It's not super obvious, but there's things that I feel like were chewed on that shouldn't have been chewed on. So we're gonna deal with that with poison. I just want to be in the right frame of mind. I don't want to be messing around with poison and poison myself or make myself sicker than I am. But so I've been down in my, I have my library and my studio. So I'm taking all of the books to be cut up or whatever, ransacked, harvested, if you will, for my art. For collage and junk journals and, oh my God, that was good. So, which required me to let go of most of the books in my library, and books I want to read, they're all in their appropriate place now, except I have to go through the children's books again. And while I'm doing this, I'm noticing what I have. So what in the garage is so important that I don't have, right? Which is going to help me let go of more and more and more and more. I have 2 boxes ready to go again. It was so awesome to have that truck pull up and take it away. The drivers don't usually speak any English, but I said, see you next week. I've already got my Tuesday thing ready to go. And yeah. So I have some thoughts in my head. I have, I'm gonna empty one whole bookcase that is an actual standing bookcase. And I wanna put all my empties, my tins, all that crap there. I want to know where it all is so that I can see it all at one time. And I already let a bunch go, but the ones I'm keeping, I think I like. Anyway, doesn't matter, so I'm going to do that. I get it all out of my house. I've gathered every lid I can find, and so what I'm going to do is on Saturday hunt around and see if there's things down there that are missing a lid, and then all the lids and things will go in the garage. So I can really think about how I want to use the containers I have, and any that are cracked or I don't know, I am just putting trash in it and throwing it out total. So that's helpful. It's like a pitch. But y'all, it's a thing, and it is definitely, I need to buckle down today and find my EMR people and EMDR or whatever. I think there's an issue here and I need to work on it. And yeah. I can see it. It might kill me. You know what you use to get through something can eventually kill you. Whether it's alcohol, food, overspending, too much shopping, overworking, over exercising. That's kind of where I am in my head. I'm trying to get out of that mood, and yeah. Like yesterday though, I worked an hour and a half too much. I did. And so I didn't go shopping. I didn't do anything. I came in this house, thought I was going to die, drank water. And I had read somewhere if you put a little salt on your tongue and then drink water, it will help you. I don't know. And then I ate something and I went to bed for like 4 hours and slept. And, you know, I really feel separated from self-care right now. And like, because one, the Adderall, I think I have 7 more days, is not helping me control my thoughts. and my impulses. It is with shopping. I just didn't go to the grocery store yesterday. I thought, no, this doesn't feel right. And what you're looking for are wants, not needs. So you know what? Yeah, I'd like a watermelon, but not today. But yeah, so but maybe all this is now being funneled into clearing out stuff, because let your clutter go, change your life, and is a good thing, but I have to figure it out to calm myself down. So I got up this morning early, I can't help it, and then I just can't lay there. So I went in my library and started. And it's so funny because you get everything put up and then you pull out more stuff and it's all messed up again. Yeah. But in my studio, like I said, there's a wall of plastic shelves with really good stuff in it. What I think I'm going to do is I got stuff moved so Sophie can get it out and have those all taken to the garage. And I'm going to have an area set up, go through them when I want to, but I really don't need them in my studio. It's too much. And then I can maybe put this one thing this way. Now it will be awesome. It reminds me, I gotta take a picture of my mannequin and see if my friend's daughter wants it. And yeah. And Sophia had taken some stuff for her girls, and so, I'll work on that too. And have these, I'll bring them up. I'll just show you tomorrow. Oh my God, I was looking everywhere for my raspberry Bon Maman, and here it's at. Okay. Anyway, I'm having a hamburger patty. I made 2 hamburger patties last night. And these are the Aldi's. I gotta scan it, I'm afraid. These are the Aldi's hamburgers. They're like Bubba something or other. I'll have to find the package. With caramelized onion. They look weird. Let me tell you something. It's tasty. I'm having an 8. I also think I'm eating too many English muffins. So when I'm done with this batch, I'm gonna go off them for a little bit. Uh-oh. I can't. So that's what's going on. A little show and tell. Things I'm gonna let go of. So these are therapy cards. I've had these forever. Oh no, I guess they're funny. Knock knock, the company, they do funny things. Let's pull one out. Coping mechanism. Does anyone have a good coping mechanism for the situation? It explains. Learned ways, conscious and unconscious, which enable the individual to get through emotionally stressful situations and maintain internal consistency while adjusting to living within a particular environment. Okay, that's probably what it, yeah, okay. So I'm gonna let those go. And then this is like, I used to love this vibe, loved it. And it's a address book, which miraculously I have not written in. So that's gonna go. And then I love these kind of things. So there is Betsy and Tacy Go Downtown. I'm not gonna read it. And you know what? Mr. Blue, they're in good shape. I'm gonna let somebody else. Barbie's Adventure to Read Out Loud. I don't know, I might have to look at the price on that. And Dot for Short, Dot for Short. They're cute, I just love the covers. But they smell pretty good because they've been inside the house. Y'all seen that? That's interesting. To Sandy from the Fouchés. Okay. See, those are the kind of graphics I love. But you know what, y'all? I have a lot. I have a lot. Little Toot. Right? He's in pretty good shape. I just love the colors and stuff. I have enough. I don't need to upset that book. Numbers. You got it. Look at this. This has to be 60s, late 60s, I would say. No, 1971. That counts. Y'all probably have some of this. I'm going to let it go. But even though it's a black background, that's special. You're All Right, a children's book about human similarities. Again, I probably moved track to this. I had them as kids. Well, that's what the art looked like. What is this thing? 1979. You are a person with feelings. You're a person with feelings. I don't know too about Claire, y'all. It's so depressing. Anyway, my brain goes, if there's a lot of white stuff, you could do a lot of art on that. A World of Surprises. I have lots of these. This is 1970. 1974. So probably for sure I have something like this. But I'm gonna like it. Actually, I don't know. It's just, you know what? It's in good shape. Somebody can have it. And I love these things cheap. I probably have a couple, you know. So that's gonna go. And then this is our family. Look at the colors. I might take a picture of this for the colors. It's in good shape. I'm telling you, this is the kind of stuff I can make a fortune on online. People love this stuff. See, 1950, 51, 1961. But you know what? The abundance can come to somebody else in this case. But y'all, I have my big old thing of water. I managed to get some laundry going, some underwear and tops and pajamas kind of thing. And all my pants that I wear outside in the garage, I need to be washed, so I'm doing that. So today, y'all, okay. So on Instagram, there's been showing, I'm not on very much, y'all. It's just, anyway, my hands can't be holding my phone all the time. But I've seen 3 people that had amputations. One woman had an amputation. She had a cut and her dog licked her. She woke up, she'd been in a coma 6 weeks, didn't have an arm or a leg. Then a girl, I don't know what happened to her. How she had a cut and, I don't know, maybe she went in a river, I don't know. But this last guy had a cut, not a deep cut, just a cut, and he said there were mice droppings in his bed. Dear God, I don't know, okay, if that means he's at a lake home, let's just hope. And he lost an arm and a leg. And I thought, you know what? That does not interest me. So yesterday I was picking through a bag and they're full of buttons, like the kind like you put on your shirt, and it poked me and I was bleeding. I got the heck up. I came in, I scrubbed my hands, I sprayed Clorox, I scrubbed it, Neosporin. After my shower, put a new Band-Aid. I thought, no, because it could have been mouse dropped. I thought, oh my gosh, So caution, right? Caution. Yeah, but and I went through some magazines. I'm going to donate at work, see if anyone wants them. They're art magazines, so they might. And then, just ready for 15 more boxes actually, maybe I'll try 20 boxes for next Tuesday. And I have a bunch of books that I was going to take to the library, but, we're just overwhelmed with books right now. So maybe I'll just pack them up for the vets. That's probably what I'll do. So I still got to get, so the goal right now is today I'm going to go by Petco. Tomorrow I will, either tomorrow or Friday, I'm going to go by Trader Joe's and see about my $100 gift thing. I got to put that in my purse. And I think I have one thing to return. So I'm going to do that. And Saturday I will have to get up. And I do want to go by Walmart and get like butter and some sour cream, stuff like that. The really basics that are a good price, and some cleaners, you guys. So I need to, I'm going to clean around my door coming in and out. And then I want some good, I'm just going to buy the Walmart brand of Clorox spray and some scrubby things. And I probably have scrubby things somewhere. But I want more metal ones for like, wherever the things slide. But I took a bunch of stuff off the wall in the garage. It's just like, and I hung up some stuff I like. And then, unfortunately, this must have happened when I had my flood, because it was in the furnace room. I wonder if that had anything to do. So I have to ask Kenny. But the big IKEA bag, they have some that are clear, that zip. I love those things. And, but when I started taking stuff out, it was mildewed at the bottom. So that whole bag is ready to go in the trash. So stuff like that is a no-brainer. And I did not get as far as I wanted to on that wall, but I got rid of a couple tables that mom had, and I was, so now instead of having the table and something on top of it, I have these containers. But you guys, the amount of little things I have is wild. I mean, it's been collecting my whole life, really. I have a thing for games and game parts and stuff. Wow. Yeah. Wow. I told Beverly, I said, this is really serious. That's why I need to do something desperate almost with this therapy to move past this. Something's got to be healed. But really the day was not, I saw it a little bit, but the day, things that like I got rid of poker chips and dominoes and a lot of bingo cards, stuff like that. Because how many bingo cards do I actually need, right? So they're all there, ready one day to go through them. And then let me see. I have a box I want to go through with you of toys. Okay, we're going to do that. Give you an insight into my mind. And then, but I have 5 big things to throw out, which is awesome. Trash day isn't until, some of them just take right now to work, but trash day is Friday. So I'm just going to bag them and they will just sit outside until Friday. And I couldn't tell you how excited I am about, tomorrow is recycle day. Just crazy that, and then I'm going to go around. That's what I'm doing. I'll go to Trader Joe's on Friday, and tomorrow I will leave early and drive around and get people's boxes that are for recycling. Because once it's on the curb, there you go. Yeah, that would be awesome. And then, so Saturday again, I'm going to get up early and hit the, because Walmart's open at 6. And I mean, get up and get dressed, head out there because I need boxes and tape. Though I just want to get 1 or 2 things of tape. No, you know what? I ordered from Amazon. I'm not going to get tape. Because I found some old duct tape and I found some old, I can't explain it. I'll show you. And I thought, you know what? Use these things up because they're not going to stick. Some of the duct tape just had to be thrown out. But, yeah. So that's happening. Then Sunday, and then we do some cooking. God is my witness. I want to cook. But Sophia is coming Sunday early between 9 and 10. So that'll be good. So I'll get up and I don't want to be exhausted when she comes. So I will probably skip the garage. I think when I come back from Walmart, because it's going to be a short trip, I don't know what time Aldi opens. I'm not going there on Saturday. And, all the sales I wanted will have expired. So unless I go tonight or tomorrow night. But yeah. So I do want to get some fruit. But I'm thinking I can make some fruit smoothies, which we'll talk about. And use up some of that frozen fruit, actually. Yeah, and then, but I would like to put some time in the garage. So, but Walmart's supposed to have boxes. And they seem cheaper than Lowe's or Home Depot. So I'm gonna, I want to check that out and see what that story is. And because, I don't want to ever stop, and I'll use them as last resort. I don't want to ever stop because I don't have boxes. And then to put things in containers, say, okay, this needs to be boxed is really not good for me. It's too much. So like right now I have a big container full of books that need to go in the trash. So when recycle's empty, I'll put all that in there. So that kind of thing. But for the trash, I just, wow, you guys, I don't know. I know I'm going to have to, and then Saturday afternoon, just do, again, all these things I'm supposed to be doing. I'm not doing. And my living room is almost all sorted out. Yeah, it's just like a landing pad where I do some sorting and stuff, but I really am going to bring that down to the studio and start doing that. And, I can watch YouTube down there, or I've got some DVDs I got from the library about art I want to watch. So that is kind of, I think I'm going to move away from this place right now and have all the other stuff that I don't need out. And, except for I have thousands of bags, y'all, wow. Yeah, but not forever. Yeah, my gift closet looks pretty good, and I really want to get my treadmill cleared. So what I did today in the library, I gathered all empties everywhere, all lids. So my studio, I'm going to match lids with what's open. And then, But I did go through 2 things that came out of my studio of unsorted paper, and I got it down to like a bag I could carry in. And all of it's good, and well, some of it I've just outgrown, which is very interesting to me. Let me find, okay. So these are the ones, these are Somerset Life and Where People Create. They're lovely. They're from, let's see, 2012, 2011, and probably the same. So those I'm going to take to work and share them. And I'd already shared a lot with that with my friend at the food bank, Joe. So what's interesting is when I look through it, I see all kinds of things. So, but I have realized that inspiration is killing me. All the inspiration I have is absolutely got me stuck. So the other thing is I had this obsession with like page a day calendars, like frame name Air Force One. What is that? Incline plane. So I like to use these for scratch paper. Y'all, I know this is something. And then like I have this, how cute is that? And somebody gave me that. And then like shaped like crayons. You can't see that. I buy, this is funny, I pulled this out of, okay, I buy all those fitness videos. I love to sit and eat cookies and watch them. Dolly Parton. And then here's one, Urban Corsage. Is this what this is? No, oh, it's different things that you can make. So again, that will all go to work. And then this is a little book that Beverly started for me, and she did some stamping and stuff on it. Have fun. So I'd like to work in that actually. And then, yeah. They're cute. This I'll keep like when I put notes to the people I send books to, that kind of thing. And then here is it's called Cattleman Ranch Black Angus. You get 6 beef patties with Vidalia onion. They had different ones. I can only tell you, I didn't get my receipt and I don't remember. There's natural flavor. Uh-oh. All right, you guys. It's poor because it's a fatty food, right? But not because there's preservatives in it. But they're pretty good. And something like that, a patty already made for me, is perfect, you guys. I make 2 at a time, and then I have one for dinner, and then half for breakfast, and I'll have it as a snack, I guess. Isn't that pretty? So I'll go through this again before I start working on it. And this is what I want to share with you. So these are zines, and I have more to show you, but this is Observation. This was the big thing, these zines. This was $8 back in, I don't know. I don't see a date on here. 2003. This was issue 2. But, and this place was from a rubber stamp store, Create a Block, which was a store by Jenny Carter. She was really well known in Ohio, right? And she has these cool stamps, which actually I found some stamps in the garage I'm going to bring in and show you. And I mean like rubber stamps, right? But it's got kind of all this interesting sort of people's art. You know what I mean? Just sort of. This is probably maybe super valuable. This is the kind of thing people want and you can't find. So, but I wanted to read you a little bit of this. So this is called, and Jenny wrote it, so she's the owner of the store, The Clutter Factor. I made a copy for Beverly. Let me see here. So she talks about collage and that, you know, people groan about where am I going to put this when they buy stuff. And she said, I find clutter to be a drain on energy. The eye cannot easily settle onto the task at hand. There is a subconscious guilt that the area needs to be cleaned up before play begins. If the area is a mess, then the artistic momentum may pass while trying to find the needed tool or supply. If the area is a mess, then the artistic momentum may pass while trying to find the needed tool or supply. Amazing. And you know what? One of my favorite artists is Claudine Hellman. She's a great teacher. I really like her. Just an amazing person. We got to know each other a little bit. She ended up stopping teaching and doing art for many reasons, I guess, but it's a shame. But I told Beverly, and you know, actually, this is in Ohio, was the first time I met her, took a class from her. But, and this, Beverly and I still bring this up to y'all, to Beverly, okay. During a class at the Creative Block, collage artist Claudine Helmuth urged students to use what they have already. She contends that there is always an abundant supply of papers, old books, magazines, ephemera, and even old photographs. To hoard them is to miss the point of collecting to use. I would add that special family documents and photos should be copied. Again, to hoard them is to miss the point of collecting for use. Can you believe, out of all the stuff I brought up, read that, and Claudine was, I'll never forget, we were taking a collage class, and I took collage and color mixing, I think, from her. I've taken a bunch of classes, probably 10, but she said, I'll never forget it. I can remember the day, I can remember like the room, and she said, I don't buy much. I use what I have and then I buy more. Because it's too much for me to sort, and I don't want to spend time organizing it, sorting it, and it doesn't matter what you use. It's not about a particular color of butterfly, or it's not about a certain font. She said it's about creative expression. Yo, that was 2002. Here I am, 2024. And finally I've gotten the message. But it's the truth. It has stopped my momentum. And I'm coming to the harder part, because I've let go of, just stuff, right? But now I have all these books that I love, that are great. And and that's what I've been forcing myself to look at, all the books in my house. Number one, why am I going to bring a book that was in my garage in my house when I have something in my house I can use? And I have a book sale. There's book sales. There's thrift stores. I forgot I ran out of an old dictionary. Like, they're easy to find. So I just thought that was amazing to find. And one of the things I want to do is get out just my normal fun like journal and throw paint, make it as messy as I can. And then either stencil or, I don't know, cut out words, but put these phrases in it. Because I just, wow. It is the right thing at the right time. I was going to call Beverly and read it to her, but I was too tired. So I'm going to make a copy of that and send it to her. But it is. And I know people who won't give up anything. And I'm not that person. But at the same time, there's an issue going on here. There's a problem. And while now it feels like it's killing me, I don't want to go unconscious and have it happen again. But still, it's that energy too. So it's just focusing on getting rid of stuff. So, and even like, I'm going to be honest. Okay, even this. Okay. Right now, my brain is okay. I don't even have it anymore. Did I take it? All right, put it by my door. Okay. The one weather book I just showed you has really, I love the colors. And I thought you could keep that. You could use that. It's like, yeah. Okay, no. It's not about that. And if I were to line up all the stuff that gave me inspiration, but here's one of the things that I found. And it's awesome. Right, Virginia Woolf, and look how they outlined and stuff. Super cool. And I want to try to draw that or collage it. It's awesome. I'm going to keep it, but I've got a huge amount of stuff going. So I try to let go of like 20 for every one I kept, but I kept some. So, and now I have to label everything in my garage. Okay, from studio first sort. Because I was just I don't care what it was. It's just all going and keep, trash. I don't have time to be, precious. Like, oh, this is stationery, or this is a card, or none of that. So I did 2 of those, and I got rid of a lot. And yesterday I got to bring it in. I found some of my Girl Scout badges, and now I put them somewhere in the garage. I wasn't sure, so I'll show you another day. So I love when that happens. But yeah, those are powerful words. I just can't believe at the end of the day, and this Claudine, I quote her all the time to Bev. I'm like, remember what Claudine said? But Claudine's also a very particular person, and yeah. So that's natural for her, and it's not natural for me, but it doesn't mean I can't be somewhere, she's here, I'm here, can't be like here, right? Because what's my point, right? Collecting, and it really makes me heartbroken a little bit that there's stuff I'm throwing out that's really good that, I did when I first got stuff, I paid attention to it and looked at it, but then went on a shelf and that was it. And that's just not the point. It's not the point. And I do love the idea that I am keeping some books I think are going to be valuable one day, but majority right now, there's some that maybe, you know, they could be sold for $30, $40. And I just think I'm going to pass that abundance on. Good for the person that finds it and does that. Good for them. It was meant for them, not me. So that's how I'm looking at that. Because I would have a mental breakdown if I did that. 100%. It's not even a given. And I don't want to break down. So I'm working really hard at not doing it. But what I need to do, so anyway, right now my library, my goals are, you know, I have been putting anything that's a bag, or I can put things in the cat bathroom, but it's looking really good. At the beginning of August, you couldn't even get in the bathroom. And like I said, all the empties are together and they're going to go out. And so I need to, maybe when I get home tonight, we'll see how I feel, but there's just one bookshelf I've got just a little bit left on, and then I want to clean it, and then that's where it's going to go, bookcase against the wall. I have 2 of them that are freestanding. And then, yeah. And I had taken all these empties and stuff and thrown them in one area, so now they're all on the side of the garage. But again, I would really like to, by the end of Saturday, be able to park my car in that garage because it's hot. But it just is a matter of maneuvering, but first I'm labeling everything because y'all, I need to know. I can't go back and think, what was this? You know, it's a waste of my time. So I have my pen and paper and tape there now to do that. And even like this is recycled, this is trash, you know, just so I know. And then this is food, this is for the vets. But yeah. And I have an old CPU. I want to see if my friend, one of my coworkers, he's a computer guy, if he can get my hard drive out and I can get rid of that thing. And yeah, and I had fun with my CDs yesterday, listening to them, and music does make everything better, I think. And next, you know, I have this box of stuff. I have this wooden mermaid. I'm going to put her on the wall. And then I have things that like I want to do art on. I love this idea of painting ghosts and stuff, but I'm going to go ahead and limit it to a couple and practice, right? I can practice on, you know, pages from books. But that I kind of like. Now, the little things, and oh God, I had a whole big container of jewelry stuff, like broken jewelry and pin backs, and that just went up. And I have a thing of metal stuff that went up. But let me tell you something. I had at least 100. You know, when you get like a can of soup, the lid, I had 100 of those, at least 100. Now, the thing is, maybe I would make 5. Like the idea is you do a collage and then you can put resin or wax or whatever it is, right? I thought, you know what? And I was hesitating. You opened 3 cans this week. 3. Okay? You could have 3. How many are you going to be, you're mass producing this stuff? And recycle. Stuff like that, I'd like to get. I think one of the reasons too, when I get going, it's easier to let stuff go, right? I'm hot, I'm bothered, I just want it gone. I feel like mice are surrounding me. But that is what's that. But I love that quote, and I really do just want to throw paint down and do something with that quote. And what I'm trying to do now, I will admit, I've been watching a little bit of true crime, and I'm going to stop. Well, there's Karen Reed's, if you don't know, you don't know. But anyway, it's her verdict. I'll probably watch a couple of my favorite people talk about it, and that's it, because I haven't followed it really. There's only so much you can follow. But yeah, I'm trying to put on all the art classes that I haven't seen yet from my year thing. And the good thing is they're mine forever. But yeah. Wow, you guys, I wish a team of you could just come. I get everything cleared out of my garage that doesn't need to be there. We will tote everything from my studio, and then I can sort it. Actually, the organization's pretty good once you get past all the crap I've thrown on top of it, which I'm doing. But so I like junk journals, right? And glue books, and I have more Christmas stuff, seasonal stuff saved for that, and Halloween, y'all. It is crazy amount. When I come across something, even if it's not that great, I think, oh, I need this. No, I don't. So all that, not all of it's together. I'm gonna, there's stuff in the, my closet. So what I want to do though is I need to get a little more room cleared, and then all that go on one rolling storage and then I know where it is, and I gotta get that poison out before I do that. And then just weed all that stuff way down, and we'll have so much to share. Yeah, but you guys, I know it right now. I found a bunch of baking stuff, but I have somebody at work who likes to bake, so I might pull a lot of that together and give it to her and see if she wants it or not. But I told you about these lemon brownies. I've changed my head. I got my brother's stuff ready to go. I just have to kind of pack it up. I'm gonna do it Monday on my way to work. And I'm gonna make, they're called lemon brownies. Like I was gonna make them yesterday, y'all, I just couldn't. So I decided I'll take his stuff Monday. So Sunday afternoon I can make or maybe Sunday morning when I get up, I'll make them. I do think Beverly has told me you need to do your food first. I think she's right. My mood, yeah. I think that's 100% right. Definitely, you guys, it's a mess. So, I'm still threatening the quiche. I just have to get my pan out. It shouldn't be that hard, actually. Maybe when I end this, it's just a pie plate. So, but yeah, y'all. So tomorrow, maybe what I'll do is go through some of this. This is just a bag of stuff I brought in. Just to give you an idea of the process in my head. So, yeah, and then I need to clear my kitchen table. Hot table. Also, this is my mail bag. So this needs to go back to the car, and then all this stuff needs to be put where it needs to be put. Yeah, I gotta do better about my mail. I'm gonna try to do it once a week. Yeah. All right, but I did not spend any money other than, I ordered a black light. Apparently they don't have them at Walmart. You have to order them. Actually, it might be quicker than Amazon these days. And one thing of that, I'll probably end up needing more, but I'm like, let's just start with one, and then you can order more. And yeah, that has depressed me a lot. I don't know what to say. I don't want to lock her up all day in my room, but I don't, maybe I need to do it until the medicine's done. But I think what's happening, she's not cleaning her bottom well enough, and that's why she's getting UTIs. So, and y'all, for me to do it is a ruckus. It's a ruckus. I remember the nurse, or not the nurse, but the vet lady's like, well, if you can get like a tick comb and comb everything out. And I thought, oh, wow, okay, yeah, I'll be dead, but that's okay. Scratched up. Y'all, I still don't know what this is. I don't know. Still like that by the weekend. I'm going to call my dermatologist and try to get in. Which, to make phone calls to these, it's almost crazy now how you just can't pick up phone and call people and make appointments. You have to go to the portal and do this and that, and then the portal's not working correctly. It's just a mess. So, yeah, I'm feeling a little sorry for myself because I'm tired. But yesterday was a bit much, and I really was upset with myself. And I thought, you derailed yourself. And I really just was focused on, I want my car in here. And at some point, like, it's not going to happen today. So what are you going to do? You're going to push yourself? And I mean, it's 85 degrees in this garage or more. For what? And I came in and collapsed. So I don't want to do that anymore. So I'm really going to work on that. I think that's more important than anything right now. So I thought, you know what? If you want to do some stuff, you're going to do it down in the garage. I mean, the basement where it's nice and cool. And I do, and it's amazing how I have the organization in my head, but the steps are slow, right? It's just like a little bit like quicksand. I just pray that my next Adderall works better and my brain won't be racing and I won't be talking a mile a minute. And, I can take that pause and do something different. Okay, y'all, I am going to stop now talking and get myself a hot shower. And maybe put a little makeup on. And I'm in the process, like I said, of doing my laundry, bring another bag down. And yeah. And in my closet, my studio closet, you guys, okay. I have an extra sewing machine. So Sophia sews, but I'm going to see if one of her girls, well, that's not right. Ladies. Really, they're ladies. They're probably all in their late 20s, 30s. if somebody could use one, you know, because that's a help, right? I just need to, it's at work, and I need to bring that back. And yeah, give that to her on Sunday, because she'll make sure someone who needs it gets it, which is great. Or if she wants it, she can have it. But yeah, so I don't like having stuff like that, you know. I don't know, yeah. Yeah, but I'm letting it go. And I still have two. So I'm good. I have one that's super fancy, and then one my friend Amy Jo just sent me. And all the art I'm liking right now, everyone's using sewing machines. So I'm like, okay. In my library, though, everything is still torn apart from when the carpets were clean. And I haven't put things back because, one, it's a big space, and now I can lay stuff out and do all that. But two, this area where my chair and all this would go is where Clara had peed. So I, when I'm in there, I have like a aroma diffuser, and she's not supposed to be around this stuff, but it's in the corner. I can't. So, yeah, until I have all that cleaned up and really have dealt with it, then the urine smell and what's in the carpet, then I can't do it. But when I do, but behind me is a bookcase, and it's all right now. There's a shelf of interesting things. It is so clean, and I got rid of so much from it. It's amazing. I don't know why I'm not taking before pictures. I guess I could start now doing it, because how cool is that to see? Yeah, maybe I say I'll do it and then I'll forget, and I'm like, why didn't I take a before picture? But and I forgot to take a picture of this stuff when the guy came. But anyway, the vet guy. But yeah, I mean, my brain is like, I want to go down there desperately and start again. I'm like, well, you're going to go up and have an hour of, you know, shower, grooming, remaining calm, resting. You know, she put me at 10 o'clock, and I want to leave at 10:30. By the time I load up my car, and this place is on my way. I'm trying to think, what's it near? It's near a Giant, huh? Maybe I'll run in and get a hunk of watermelon. It just sounds so good. And what am I going to have for lunch, y'all? I have Trader Joe's frozen food. That is the savior, right? And then I think I've eaten up all my lettuce, all my kind of stuff. You know, I'm still thinking about what my refrigerator is pretty, not super empty, but it's pretty empty. And I still got that yogurt to eat. Maybe I'll take, what was I going to eat that yogurt with, y'all? You know, I need to make some chia pudding. That might be good to have like a layer of chia, then that, and then some nuts on it. And chia pudding is so easy to make. Maybe I'll try to remember to do that. Anyway, yeah. It's going to be hotter than Hades around here for the next couple weeks. So if I do get up, it does have to be the garage, but I have to set my alarm and listen to it. I've trained myself to ignore it and hit it again. So that's got to stop, whether it's waking up or that kind of thing, or something that I need to do. Like take my medicine, my heartburn medicine. I took it yesterday on time, and I felt better all day. So I need to do that right now. So if I was up and out by 6, let's say 6 to 7, 7 to 8, 8 to 9, 9 to 10. So it's 10 o'clock and it's 9. So I got to set my alarm for that. Oh, I just wish you guys were with me. And I wish all my artist friends could just come and take stuff. But y'all have all these canvases. I can't wait to show you. I'm going to use up every one. Every single one. And I'm going to get my collage on. I'm going to get all this going. So in my studio, you know, I love the lighting in the kitchen. And, you know, as God's my witness, I will be sharing this space because I want to stay here for now. And really get things decluttered and get my house in shape. And, you know, I know that roommate's coming, and I'm trying to spend time just visualizing and, you know, see myself sharing the refrigerator and all that good stuff. They're going to have to really love cats, though. And I'm already plotting. Beverly and I are working on a budget, and, like, you know, I have to pay taxes, which I will, because I know people who don't. I can't live like that. My father trained me better. Do my fair share. And then I am going to slowly put a couple hundred away towards getting this new floor. And maybe it'll take me till next year. But, yeah, paying this debt off and then this floor. These are important things. I just want it all done. I wish I'd done it. I wish when my mom and I won the battle for the hardwood, but I didn't. Anyway, I'm gonna set up buy me a cup of coffee, and maybe I'll use all that money to save up for, yeah, all that money. So, all right, guys, I'm gonna go. And I'm okay, but it's a lot. You know, I'm dealing with a lot. It's just like the physical stuff, which is exhausting and unbelievable. And, you know, I have to wear a mask because if mice have been and stuff, I can't be breathing that in. Even though what I've read is dry mice poop is not as dangerous as wet mice poop. So when you find it, is don't spray it and then sweep it, like sweep it and then spray the area. So I do know a lot about that. Like I find my poison. And it's, you know, I 2 birds got caught in these sticky traps. I don't know how that's possible, but they did. So I might have to find some and put them where no bird is going to get to them. That was very disturbing. Do you think it's a bad sign? I don't know. I remember when Mimi and I went to the Outer Banks the last time, and we were on the deck, and there was just a dead bird. Wow. Mimi said, this is a good sign. I'm like, really? Okay. I miss my Mimi. I remember one time Mimi came, and we had moved in here, and the garage was crazy packed. And so I sent her a picture of it, and I'd already done a lot of work. And she goes, "Is that what we're gonna do? We're gonna work in your garage." I'm like, I told you this. Mimi's something else. Very a little narcissistic. Really, Mimi. I used to say me. You're named correctly. But all right. Yeah, I gotta hook up with Mark and Sue, y'all. We got stuff to try for you, and I have stuff to post from them from winter. So, all right, send me love and energy and kindness for myself. I need it. And yeah, so I'll see you soon. Bye.